Good evening, good afternoon, good night, and good morning. Mike, you saw that?
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, wait a minute. Welcome to another episode of Millionaire M.A.N, y'all. We doing it right here live on Relationship Entertainment Television. Hey, my wife just threw me off, so that's why I'm laughing. Because right before, literally, as we playing the theme song, she runs in the room right quick and then runs right back out. But yeah, we right here live on Millionaire M.A.N, Relationship Entertainment Television Tuesdays. Y'all know what time it is, 8 p.m. So that's the time we come on each and every day on Tuesday, right on here, Relationship Entertainment Television. Make sure if y'all have not already downloaded the Roku app, download the Roku app and go ahead and add the channel RETV to your Roku. Make sure y'all rate it. Y'all can watch all the shows live. But then don't forget, y'all can also go ahead and subscribe to the Relationship Entertainment Television YouTube channel. Make sure y'all get all the live shows on the Relationship Entertainment Television YouTube channel. Then y'all got the mobile app and everything else that y'all can watch the show along with it as well. So let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. Y'all know I can't do the show without the fellas that's on the screen with me right now. So let me go ahead and introduce them as always. I got my man Donnell from the DMV. Got my DMV shirt on today, representing DMV. Donnell. Yeah,
I got my Maryland shirt on today.
Yeah, I'm part of my shirt, Maryland. DMV. Nah. What's good with you, Donnell? I had to switch it up. You thought I was gonna say Mike, didn't you?
Nope.
What's
Hey,
good?
you already know what it is.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna keep it reasonable.
Yeah, hey, that's honestly, I like that part of the show. The simple fact that Donnell always be thinking about the other side of the game, other side of the coin. We be like, really, Donnell? That's how you gonna flip it on us. But it is what it is. You keep it on it. It's good. It's all good. If that's how you feel.
I feel like I learned a lot, man, and I'm still it's still like a learning curve for me because I'm at the end of the day I'm still a man. But you know what I'm saying, whatever advice that I can, give to help somebody, hey, it is what it is.
Ladies.
Hey, especially when we get into words to the wise. You feel me?
Yeah. I think Donnell got a foot fetish because half of his words to the wise been about y'all's women's feet.
I can do another one.
Exactly. Half of his words to the wise be about feet or whatnot.
How about this? You know what I'm saying? If ladies, if there's something that you want me to touch on, you know what I'm saying, maybe put it in the comments because I'm sure I can find something. Find something, to help you like tweak or give you words to the wise. You feel me?
Put them in the comments. Put them in the comments. Let your ladies know. So put them in the comments.
They say, well, what about?
Don't set yourselves up, ladies. Don't set yourselves up. That's all I'm gonna say.
Don't do it.
All the way by way of the DMV, my man Mike with the We All One in the building. What's going on, Mike?
Chilling, man. Chilling like a villain. Always. Yeah, now I gotta give a shout out. I got a man that came up off a lot of gear, and so I get to get into that gear now because it still fits. Because it still fits me, even though it doesn't fit him.
And that's crazy because I don't never remember him being that big.
Well,
he liked it oversized, I guess.
But to say, baggy was a thing back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And was trend. Well, I don't even know what's trending now. I feel like baggy or, they starting to bring back bell bottoms.
What?
Not too tight stuff. He was wearing the too tight for a minute. Them tight jeans, tight shirts, everything was tight.
Yeah, I think baggy actually might be coming back. Baggy bell bottoms, all that. So be prepared. You be like, oh my goodness.
You know what's funny though?
Oh my goodness.
When you think about like what year that was, like when would you say the baggy era was?
90s?
Probably what? 80s because MC Hammer had the Hammer pants, those parachute pants.
It would have been late 80s, early 90s then because 80s I think of really slim fitting
sweatsuits,
slim fitting stuff in the 80s, like mid 80s. It was slim stuff.
You had your Sergio Tacchini sweatsuit.
No, couldn't afford that.
I was thinking also honestly the late 90s, early 2000s when like Soulja Boy, Nelly, all them was wearing super baggy white tees, super baggy pants.
Oh, I
that.
remember that too.
I was thinking, I really wasn't even thinking about that. I was thinking, when you say late 80s, early 90s, I'm like you say, like Donnell said, I'm thinking sweatsuits. I'm thinking, women had the Parasucos,
Fila sweatsuits.
Think about TLC. TLC used to wear all the baggy stuff.
They did.
Yeah, but that was in the 90s though.
Yeah, that's what I said. Baggy was like late 80s, early 90s.
But oh well, I guess TLC did, but they used to rock the jumpers.
Yeah,
the overalls. The overalls.
Now you think those are going to come back ever?
Absolutely.
Everything.
I don't know about for dudes.
Yeah, because I remember everybody was wearing Guess jumpers.
Honestly, I think it may come back for dudes. Truth be told, I think it may come back for dudes. Now you can never catch me in one of them drinks. But I think
just tuck it in, make it look like jeans.
No. I don't do trendy stuff too much. I like my clothing to be time standing. I don't like to do trendy stuff too much.
I like to do trendy stuff because it gives me youth.
Is that what it gives you? It gives you youth. Donnell gonna be that old ass.
Look, I was at I told this story earlier. I was at like when my son was in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
He had some type of event at the school. It was like a school fair or whatever the case is, and I don't even know like how I came up, but I was like we was about to leave the event, but it was like some little girls like standing around, and she all I heard was my dad is right there, and they was just like, really? They thought I was like an older uncle.
That's because you short, Donnell. That's why. That's because you short. That's all that was. And nothing to do with what you had on, dog.
You gonna put my business out in the street?
Hey, anybody who uses the camera,
you remember when Shula King was exposed? Like they thought he was tall.
Hey, you ever seen him in person? I seen him on a comedy joint. Like
Wildin' Out. I seen him in Wildin' Out, but everybody was like, we thought you was tall.
That dude was short.
I remember Onyx. Like y'all remember Onyx?
Yeah,
I remember everybody when they started going on tour and stuff. Everybody was like, "Man, was a short little dudes."
Yeah, but grimy.
Yeah,
I seen the video they did earlier today. They was doing slam on with some dude playing the bass. It was pretty dope. It was pretty dope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nah,
hey,
it's not because I was short. It's because they saw the guns.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what you call it. Hey, gotta talk about this right quick because I know we talked about it briefly last week, and it's still the month of May, Mental Health Awareness Month. And I'm not saying, I really think a lot of these people out here are truly demented and got some issues going on in their head. Y'all saw what happened earlier today at the elementary school out in Texas.
Heard about it.
I heard about it.
It was crazy because I was sitting there wrapping up my work day, and they did the little, I was watching TV during the day, and they did the little interruption of the show. Talking about 14 kids, man, that's crazy.
And a teacher.
Kids. And a teacher. Yeah, 14 kids, and then supposedly I don't know how true this is. I mean, I know Black is always like, yo. Oh, speaking of, shout out to Black. Black is Black is in the building. Black's part of the show as well. Shout out to Black. But yeah, Black always like, where did that come from? That come from Facebook, or did you actually see a reputable source that actually said? But supposedly, dude, killed his grandmother right before 18-year-old dude.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Dude killed his grandmother. Went up, something happened outside of school, shooting outside of school. Went into the school, started shooting. Like I said, 14 kids and a teacher, and then of course he wound up being killed himself. That just bothers me, like in all types of ways. Like, why? Like,
I don't know.
Like, why? Like, what makes you decide? What has little kids at an elementary school done to you that you had to go shoot up school?
Right. And that man was like 18, right?
18. What does little kids 11 and under or 12 and under have done to you that you found that you got to go shoot up a school. It wasn't like, like dude in Buffalo who was going to go shoot up, the grocery store because he was trying to shoot up black people.
Right.
Not saying it's right, but okay, I get people's, he got his, white supremacy thing going on, and that's
why
just
little
his
kids.
That's his train of thought. But what train of thought do you got to go shoot up a damn elementary school, dog? Like, at what point? Like, that's what I'm saying. Mental health is it's crazy.
Something.
It's crazy.
I wonder if I wonder if like the the government agencies like FBI. Did y'all ever watch like Mind Hunters on Netflix? I think it was called Mind Hunters, where they were actually interviewing serial killers to kind of understand their brain process of how they can just kill people and like it's nothing for them. Like there's got to be signs. There has to be signs. And I'm not going to sit up here and say that these people who are like socially awkward, like that's, I'm not going to stereotype, but there's got to be signs somewhere. People can't just ignore them. You know what I mean? Like, you got to say something.
But I mean, hold up. But signs like what though? Because I'm thinking,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
that a lot of signs are normal things sometimes.
You say what?
That a lot of signs can be run of the mill, or they'll be like, yeah, you could have picked up on this, you could have picked up on that, but damn, when a lot of people get mad, they do stuff. Not that drastic, but I'm just saying the signs.
So to me, it's different from, what I'm saying, that if you and I got a beef, I'm going to try to, what I'm saying, I'm going to try to kill you. Like, I'm targeting you because you and I got the beef. Versus, oh, I don't know what's going on. I want to make a name for myself, and I'm just going to go down the street and shoot up my local elementary school. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's got to be signs. Like,
I got you.
That's not like a normal thing.
So is it a thing of where, like, he's 18, so he probably was still in the house. I don't know what the situation was. He's probably still in the house. Some 18-year-olds are still in high school. I don't know. Where he's behind his closed door, and whatever signs there may have been could have been behind the closed door, and his parents either chose to ignore it or just did not know what was going on with him because they never talked to him. They he was just in his room. Leave me alone, mom. One of those things.
Listen, man, I would be concerned if I had an 18-year-old kid who didn't, hang out with his friends on the weekends. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would rather be in your room, trapped in your room all day. Like, I would have concerns.
Even post-COVID,
what I'm saying is, as a parent, you know what I mean? Like, I hear this all the time. Like, find out who find out who your kids are. Like, get to know your kids. Like, just because they're in their room minding their business, don't make them a great kid. Like, they might be planning the next attack.
A lot of parents ignore it and they figure like, oh, he in there doing that. He just in there playing video games, or he just in there making beats, or whatever the case may be, not realizing that, a lot of that stuff is a distraction for whatever the real issue is that that's being covered up. So they don't go knock on the door, or they don't find out, more about, who their kids are, who their kids hang around, what they like, what they don't like. They just see, oh, he come and go, he go to school, he got good grades, he come home, he back in his room, or whatever case, or she make, whatever, he back in their room.
Just to piggyback on that point, a lot of kids who do well in school, they fly under the radar for all their issues, because people feel like if they're doing good in school, that nothing's wrong.
Right.
Like one of those things is messing up in school. One of those what do you just call them? Hints or signs. Yeah. It's like grades. But when you're doing well in school, you kind of people don't pick up on when you're doing wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because you seem to have it all together.
Well, I think everybody has a bad day, and I think that how a person reacts to it for one of their triggers. You know what I mean? Like, a typical straight A student, if they got a B or a failing grade on the test and they just have like a traumatic meltdown, like, I would be concerned as a as a superior to that child.
Yeah, because you never know if a B is going to trigger you to that point. What could something else be that possibly triggers you even further? What makes you get that angry? And that's why I'm not opposed to counseling and therapy. Truth be told, I mean, even if you don't quote unquote find there's something wrong, I'm not opposed to hey, let's just go to counseling and therapy just to like for instance, I was just talking to my daughter the other night because of the fact that I was like, your environment of what you grew up in was completely different than the environment that I grew up in. You dealt with a whole pandemic. Like you had to go home. You couldn't pretty much leave the house. You couldn't pretty much socialize with your friends other than on video chat or phone call, this, that, and the third. Like I can't fully relate. Like we had stuff going on back in the day, but it wasn't to that extent.
They lost their whole social life for 2 years.
Right. Exactly.
But let's be realistic though. You know what I'm saying? Like kids don't go outside today. They're not really socializing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they do.
It's always
they don't go outside like they don't go outside
in the grand scheme of things. It's all about cell phones and video gaming these days, dude. You know what I mean? Like it's just not the same.
I agree with you. However, Donnell, I can tell you right now, I just came outside from taking my trash outside. It's kids outside playing right now. It's like 10 kids outside playing right now, and they riding bikes and playing ball. So I mean, they do, but I will say our generation of kids, meaning our teenagers, no, they didn't. They didn't.
So I'm thinking about my son. He stays in his room, 80% of the time, but he does still get out and go out with his friends. And when they go out, they're going outside. They're going out to parks. They're going out in the city. They're going out and doing stuff outside.
Yeah, that's pretty much what my kids do. Well,
I just know when I grew up, my neighborhood used to be deep full of kids. You know what I'm saying? And I can't say all kids had good intent. I was just having this conversation, but it was fun times. It was fun times.
Right?
Yeah, because when I used to go out, I did not have good intent a lot of times when I was a teenager.
About 90% of the times his intent was not good.
Oh man, I was bad when I was a teenager. I tell my kids that all the time. I'm glad y'all aren't like me.
Hey, look, Mike was one of those kids. You see Mike coming outside, and be like, "Oh, it's time to go inside. We'll go somewhere else."
Here come Mike. Hey, it's time to go. Here come Mike, dog.
Nah, it wasn't that bad.
All the trouble.
It wasn't like that. But I was always getting in trouble doing stupid stuff.
Gotcha. No, I mean it's true, but I'm saying but you didn't hear about stuff like that. I mean, I was telling my daughter even this. Like I don't know about you specifically, Mike. I know you're a little bit older. We had bomb threats back in the 90s. In high school, they were doing bomb threats, and they was copycatting off of somebody else. But it wasn't like serious. It was dummies or idiots doing it as a way to get out of class.
Right.
We all benefited from it. Families now are going and shooting up schools and planting bombs and doing all types of stupid stuff. Like, what can we do, or what should we do, or what can be done that we start realizing and picking up on some of these triggers or some of these, whatever the case may be? Yeah. Is there something we can do?
I mean, my first thought is kids are going to be kids, but some of the stuff that they doing is well beyond my scope of imagination.
Yeah. That ain't. I mean, to me, that's not kid stuff. But
exactly.
But at the same time, the level of stuff that they see on TV, the level of stuff that they see in the movies is completely different. Yeah, we was watching rated R movies back in the day, but the level of stuff was, they I ain't say rated X, Donnell. We was watching stuff back in the day, but the level of stuff in which they watching now, and don't get me wrong, I know everything is not internalized. It's not internalized. Everything is not completely internalized through the TV and stuff like that. But I don't know. What's going on, Anthony Kelly? Are we guys millionaires? Yes, we have the millionaire mindset, sir.
Millionaire mindset.
To have a millionaire mindset as well. That's the show, Millionaire M.A.N. We want you to have a millionaire mindset as well with us. So yes, we are millionaires.
And like Black said, our thoughts, our viewpoints, we're trying to save millions from men doing stupid stuff out there. We saving you millions.
You say we win. Just keep watching. You'll understand. You'll understand the whole concept in just a minute. Keep watching, Mr. Kelly. So what you about to say?
Nothing.
Say something. I see it on down your face.
Because I'm triggered, but I'm not gonna say anything.
Wow, I mean, if they put themselves out there like that, then speaking of not saying anything. So last year we was granted the federal holiday of Juneteenth. I know y'all have seen this on the damn internet. And Walmart has decided, not just Walmart, but there are a lot of people, big corporations and companies have decided that they want to capitalize on this Juneteenth holiday, specifically this year. So Juneteenth is coming up this June 19th. It's every daggone year, June 19th. It's a celebration of, African-American freedoms when everybody was officially told that they was free, because there was a certain group of people in Texas that was not told they was free for quite some time. So this is a celebration that, everybody, and truth be told, are we truly free? But that's not the whole conversation. We want to get into the fact of, so should this be a holiday in which corporations and companies are able to capitalize on this specific holiday? So for instance, we already saw that Walmart was putting out a Juneteenth ice cream. Did y'all see that? It was red velvet cake and something else.
Oh, I didn't look to see what was in it. I just saw it was great value, and I was like,
I'm just glad it wasn't watermelon. I mean, so what's going on, Facebook user? I don't know which Facebook user this is. What's going on, Facebook user?
Right.
But so should they be able to capitalize? Should big corporations and companies be able to capitalize on this, considering the fact this is something that a lot of people ask for? And I will be honest with you, there are a lot of people and black people for that matter, who knew nothing about Juneteenth prior to last year, or maybe the past 2 or 3 years. And so now that it's become a big thing, exactly, watermelon, yeah. Should companies be able to capitalize on it?
It's America. I had this conversation with somebody else, and we might have touched on it a little bit on one of the shows, but I had this conversation, and basically, we live in America. I mean, we can't. It was dealing with appropriation, and the cultural, isn't that what it's called, cultural appropriation? So, the whole mindset of this gentleman was, this is America. You can't just stop somebody from capitalizing on something. That's what America was built on. So as far as Juneteenth, I say personally, the more people that capitalize on it, the more it'll be an everyday thing, or in every household thing.
And that's how what's going on. Okay, so it's that Facebook user. What's going on, P? Facebook user. I know how you became Facebook user, P. It's like B he becomes Facebook user, and somebody else became Facebook user as well. But I figured out how y'all became Facebook user. But anyway, so I look at it as a double-edged sword. Truth be told, like because of the fact that we want recognition, we want what's due.
We want to be heard.
We want to be heard. We want to be acknowledged. And so on and so forth. And this is a way in which we are being heard, in which we're being acknowledged. But I think we should be the ones to be able to monetize and capitalize on it, rather than big companies and corporations, because they get to make $1 off of something that we're choosing to celebrate. Right.
But that's how big business does. Big business takes what small businesses are doing, and they see something doing well. They see something that has steam behind it, and they go for it, to try to, like you said, capitalize on it.
What say you, Donnell?
I mean, I'm with P on this one. I mean, they do it any other holiday. I think I'm at a place where, again, I go back to, supporting Black-owned businesses, you know what I mean? And just try to keep the money in the community of, Black people.
Yeah. And I think that's honestly the best way in which we can possibly support this particular holiday. Not just this particular holiday, but we should do it year round in general. But that, in my personal opinion, that's what I'm saying. We should be able the ones to be able to capitalize on, you know, this holiday and any other holiday for that matter. We should be the first people to go look for, hey, Mike, you got a business? Hey, Donnell, you got a business? How can I support your business and what it is that you're doing this particular holiday? That's my way of giving back.
Now, the only thing that I don't like, you know what I mean, is, you know, make it competitive. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, your price is your price. But if your t-shirt, if your press t-shirt is, if Walmart's press t-shirt is $15 and your press t-shirt is $45, I have issue with that. You know what I mean? But that's just me.
So a little bit behind that, Walmart has the ability to mass produce a whole ton of shirts. In comparison to a small shop who can't produce that many at one time, they can only produce maybe 10 at a time. So it takes them a lot longer to mass produce. So it takes, you know, so in that case, Walmart they can lower their prices in comparison to a little small mom and pop shop. But prices may be, you know, $30, $40, $50 for the same shirt that Walmart or Target may got.
That's true.
I mean, you talking time. You know what I mean? Like you talking time because pressing a t-shirt don't take that long. I mean, now manually, you know what I'm saying? Like if you had to do it like one by one,
it's not that though.
But if you're doing like 20,000,
if you go
versus 20,
if I pull up right now and order one shirt versus 20 shirts, it's going to be a cost difference per shirt.
I get that, but keep that in your inventory. Keep that in your inventory. You know what I'm saying? Like buy it in bulk.
My business is not lucrative enough to go ahead and sell all them shirts within a certain amount of time. Them shirts can go bad. Go bad. So then
you can't overproduce.
Could that be a write-off for the business?
I mean, it's
possibly
it's a write-off, but you're still going to take a loss.
Yeah, you still take a hit regardless. In comparison to a big company who can afford to lose 10,000 shirts because of whatever reason that they got, because they ain't paying as much for their shirts as I'm paying for mine. And the only reason I know this particular is because I've done, like, you know, I've done shirts, and I know that, you know, it costs to buy. It's cheaper to buy in bulk than it is to buy, you know, one-offs or, you know, a dozen or less. You buy a dozen or less, you paying like $5 a shirt. And then in comparison to you buy 2 or 3 dozen, now your price has dropped to like $2 or $3 per shirt.
Okay.
So,
I mean,
but if you put your that branding or that you know, logo or whatever, Juneteenth, you know, just whatever on the shirt, and people aren't buying it anymore, you stuck with a whole bunch of inventory.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I'm like you, and I'm like, you know, Pete, you know, definitely go out there and support, you know, because that in itself helps lower the cost. Truth be told, that actually, if the person's business, you know, is you know, they
so I guess my argument is, and you know, we all go into the malls. Well, at some point we, you know, have gone to the malls. And when you go to the mall, you know, you see like a t-shirt stand. They're not ready made. Like when you order them, that's when they make them.
Right.
And they don't look like us. And they, you know what I'm saying? And in my neighborhood, they're not white either. They're usually like, you know, I'll just say Middle Eastern descent.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like what's the difference between what they doing versus what that very thing we just talked about?
I can tell you, I can't speak for everybody, but we're one of the few communities that don't support each other or band together, even in business. And what I mean by that is a lot of them are Middle Eastern. A lot of them Middle Easterns have like a connection. Yo, I got a shop here in Charlotte. Donnell, you know, you being a brother, can you go ahead and open up the same shop up in the DMV for me? Hey, Mike, you over there on the other side of Charlotte, can you open up a shop in the DMV for me? So I still got my business, you got a business, he got a business, but at the same time, we're able to go ahead and split costs amongst the three of our businesses.
Pull together.
Because we're together. Instead of, I just got a business over here, I'm doing my own thing by myself. So like a lot of these, and I hate to say it this way, but a lot of 7-Elevens, a lot of these convenience stores, they owned by the same group of people. A lot of them owned by the same group of people, Chinese stores, you know, so on and so forth. You know, so they get they work together to be able to boost their economy within themselves. You know,
they spend their money within themselves too.
Yeah.
You know, whereas we don't. As a whole, as a group, we African Americans don't spend the majority of their money in African American owned places. Black, you know, we don't.
It's a variety of reasons, because we the first ones to bitch and complain, like, you know, like, and I'm not saying what you were doing, bitch complaining down there, but I'm saying we the first ones to bitch and complain about the price, or, you know, oh, you know, oh, I can't catch up with you, or man, your quality of your it's a whole bunch of reasons why we don't support each other, and then we still go right back to supporting other cultures, big corporations, and so forth.
Now, and then I had people say to me stuff like, you know, asking for discounts, you know, and you know, and you know, their first thing would be, are you asking for discounts when you go to you know, the polo shop and all that? I actually do.
How about
I go to stores to get that stuff where I can haggle the price. Like, I used to stay in Georgetown back in the day. I don't even know if Georgetown's still like that. But I used to stay in Georgetown buying stuff because I could haggle prices.
Bro, it don't even matter where you go. You can do it anywhere. You can truth be told, you can truthfully do it anywhere. Go into Walmart and be like, yo, I don't want to pay this. Like, you know, can I get the discount on this? Give me your discount. I do that all the time when I go.
Yes.
I do it all the time when I go to the store. You know, that's just me. But I mean, like, you know, but to your point, Daniel, I agree. That should be not just that, but all year round, we should be, you know, supporting and celebrating what Steve, they go another Facebook user. And I know that one ain't P. What's going on Facebook? What's good with you? You gotta let us know who you are, because it's another Facebook user in the group as well that's chatting with us. But yeah,
that was probably B.
Right, exactly. It might be B or BK. But no, we got to go back to truth be told, supporting, you know, our black businesses. We gotta, you know, regardless. And I look at it this way: if Donnell got a business, as my brother and as a black man, I want to support his business. But let's say it's an issue with Donnell's business that I find. I'm not gonna go, oh, what's going on, Chris? Chris, Suitland in the house. Nah, but I'll say, so if Donnell got a business and I got an issue with it, don't be that way. Don't be that way. DC Vibe Band. Hey,
it's all about Fort Wash.
But if Donnell got a business and I got an issue with Donnell's business, whether it may be his customer service or the quality of his product, I'm not supposed to go to Mike and be like, yo, Mike, I'm never going back to Donnell shop again because Donnell this, that, and the third. Why not go to Donnell and be like, yo, bro, you know, the quality of your shirt, I took your shirt home and that drink peeled off. Or yo, bro, you know, like, honestly, you might be having a bad day, but your customer service is lacking. And I want to continue to support you. Or I want to tell other people about you, you know, and rather than going to other people in a negative way.
Suitland.
You already know.
Suitland. Nope. Suitland. Suitland and Largo.
Oh yeah, Largo. All day Largo. Yeah, for sure. But you know, like, I mean, that's what business should be about.
Anywhere I can pull them. Say no.
So we talk about what high schools had the best girls.
And you know,
in the
PG
areas.
Yeah.
in the DMV PG area specifically. PG area specifically.
Man.
Still say suit. Y'all ain't, well, I will give you that one, Mike. You said Largo for sure.
Yeah.
Largo, Mitchellville, all sorts of stuff. But yeah, anyway, so that was just my whole thought about the whole situation about the Juneteenth. I wanted to get y'all's opinions and thoughts about that. You know, it is what it is. I don't know. In the meantime, in between time, let's go ahead and get into these commercials so we can get on with the rest of the show.
Welcome to What's Going On? My name is Demita Joe. Each Wednesday, you can find me here at 3 p.m. I'll be over here discussing different things that are going on and try to bring you a boost of positivity for your week because we all need this. We're going to share some feel-good stories. We might find a hometown hero. We may take a look at some trending topic. And sometimes we might even find a lesson in a not-so-warm and fuzzy story if we can. I'm Damita Joe, and I'll see you guys on the next episode right here on What's Going On?
When they do that, cause we do that though. I see you talking, so we gon' take it though. And yeah, talking cheap, so don't do that though. My click 100 deep. Bitch, we yeah, 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 bitch, we yeah.
Hey, don't the game come on tonight?
Yeah, 9.
Yeah,
Okay.
nah,
Okay. I just turned to it now. Golden State,
Dallas.
Yeah,
Yep.
Golden State Dallas. Y'all know what time it is. Millionaire M.A.N time right here on Relationship Entertainment Television. My bad, I got sidetracked sitting there watching, flipping to see if there was game coming on tonight. I think, in my personal opinion, Golden State is up 3-0. They may be going home with this one tonight and moving on to the championship round. It's actually in Dallas though. Dallas may actually fight a little bit harder. It's my personal opinion. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, exactly.
Celtics.
Commercials. Celtics. Yeah, they was balling yesterday. They was balling yesterday. I don't know if they're gonna pull it out, but they was balling yesterday.
I think they can. I mean, they're dealing with injuries, so that's hurting them a lot. But and then Grant Williams got hurt. I don't know how serious it is, but he got hurt last night. He played through it, but I don't know how it's going to affect him. The days off.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm calling Golden State to take it all the way this year.
Okay.
So
you want to change yours?
Do y'all ever just watch those games, young? Like, no, man, I don't even want to get into it. I'll just say this, like, Steph Curry he's just a beast. You know what I'm saying? I grew up on the Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson. And you know what I'm saying? Just watching that dude play, like he just that catch and shoot is just amazing to me.
Yes, it is.
He has his whole thing. He out there having fun with it, dog.
That's right. You know what I mean? Like
he throw the ball up and then run halfway down court.
Like he not even, you know what I'm saying? Like he might trip over somebody's feet and he'd be like,
you can't tell that man he is not enjoying his career.
Like don't get it, don't get it twisted. Like I feel like Kobe was a workhorse, you know what I mean? Like he did whatever it took to win.
Right.
Period. You know what I mean? But like you said, like Steph just seems like it's just, you know what I'm saying? He's just taking advantage over everybody at the playground. You know what I'm saying? When I watch him play.
Yeah, so the comparison you just gave between Kobe and Steph. So Kobe looked at, in my opinion, I could be wrong, the way Kobe played like, I'm going out here because I'm out here to do a job. I'm out here to do a job. My job is to go out here, better my team, get the, win, get to the championship. Steph is like, yo, I'm going to the playground today, dog. I'm just going out here. That's fun. Hey, it is what it is. And guess when I go to the playground, we're going to get these buckets, so we're going to win.
It's just crazy. But I don't know if y'all, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if back in the day, if you ever watched them, when Davidson was, I think they went to the Elite. It was either Elite 8 or the Final 4. And everybody was like, Davidson. You know what I mean? Like, that was the year he was playing, and he was shooting them threes back then.
Exactly.
You can't stop that dude, man.
You know how small Davidson was. Davidson is literally like 15 minutes from my house. You know how small Davidson is. You'd be like, yeah, where Davidson come from? And so who his father was, though. Who his father is.
Yeah, true. Dale Curry.
Dale Curry can shoot.
It's in the blood.
Yeah, he ain't an assassin, but he can shoot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It is what it is.
But hey, Mike, Steph Curry is the truth.
It's about that time of night, Mike. Well, tell us what you're smoking on.
All right. I got LFG today. This one is LFD. I'm sorry, I said G. LFD Chapter 1. So it's okay. I wouldn't probably say this would be my top but it has a nice little kick to it, and it's still in that full body range that I like. So that's probably why it still has that kick to it. But the cigar as a whole, it's not pulling like it should. And I'm not one of those guys that has to relight their cigar all the time, but I found myself in the first half of this relighting it like 3-4 times. So other than that, it's a decent cigar. So it's not going to get my full stamp, but it's a decent cigar.
It's your first one of it, or
this is my first one. This is my first time.
So you said chapter. You said this is chapter what?
Chapter 1.
So they got
LFD chapter 1.
But
I don't know what else they have. Yeah. I think I've had a LFD before, but I can't remember which.
My man Pete says it's a terrible draw. I know they got to be Pete. My man Pete says it's a terrible draw.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So that thank you, P. That's what I'm finding from it, and I may not go back to it. So, but it's decent. It's decent for the night. It's got me feeling a little lightheaded. I'm good.
Gotcha. Sparing with it.
Peach Crown.
I gotta get. You know what? I paid for some Peach Crown. I still ain't got it yet, and it ain't nobody's fault but my own.
They have just so for you local in the ABC store near my house, the one by Stats. Yeah. They have a full shelf.
Gotcha. I don't go all the way that side of town. With these damn gas prices being the way they are, I don't go nowhere I don't need to go, to be completely honest with you. I goes nowhere I need not to go. That's just me personally. I don't know. That nigga look like he in agreement.
That's because you got that truck.
I mean, yeah, truck or not. Yo, I just heard about that pineapple crown, but I ain't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it either.
I haven't seen it. So if y'all got it, I don't know if that's Chris or if that's somebody up in the DMV area or Donnell. If y'all got it up there, let me know. Please let me know. I say Donnell because I don't know if you go to the liquor store. You look like, damn, I ain't put that in the chat. But nah. Whoever go to the liquor store, let me know because I need y'all to send me a bottle down sometime. I like to try the pineapple.
Yeah, I want to try it too.
Yeah,
I definitely want to try it. Horrible idea. Nah, I think that pineapple might be okay, but I think the peach is the best. Out of all the flavored crowns they have, the peach is by far the better one to me.
That joint is sweet.
Yeah, you don't need nothing else with it. You between the peach and the apple. The peach and the apple.
Yeah,
I think I would go apple before I go peach.
The apple was sweeter than the peach to me. And that damn vanilla, I tried that vanilla. Oh my god, that
it's the vanilla with like ginger ale or something a little bit different.
See, I don't like to mix my liquor, so that's why I like the infused. Well, I don't know, is it actually infused or it? But I like the peach flavored, the flavored ones.
Flavored. Yeah. Gotcha. But if somebody got the pineapple crown, please let me know. Put it in the chat. Hit me up with the DM or whatever the case may be. Because I like to get a couple bottles of the pineapple and try that. Because I know if y'all are not from North Carolina or know the whole North Carolina ABC system, they are garbage and they refuse to get anything on time. We can never get anything on time down here in the ABC system. What the hell is Mike doing? All right. I was just trying to figure out Mike was holding stuff. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, they refuse to get it down here with the in the ABC system. Hey, Donnell, word to the wise for the night, sir. What you got?
Oh man, I got words to the wise for y'all, ladies. Listen, if your car, all right. Let me start over. If you busy, right, or if you picking your significant other up in your car, I'm gonna tell you, don't pick me up in your car if your car smell like ass before I get in. You know what I'm saying? Like, air that joint out. Spray some air freshener or something, because I'm talking about you. You feel me?
He said if your car smell like ass. Oh my god.
Hey, yeah, that joint should not smell like you just spent 30 minutes on the bathroom, y'all. Like, come on, man. Like, what you been doing up in this joint, man?
Ain't enough magic trees to cover it up.
At all.
Facebook users, they say that. They be like, hey, look, and they be so lost, like, what? Like, you don't smell that shit?
No, because they been in the car. They've been in the car and they don't smell it.
What they call it? Nose blind?
Exactly. Nose blind. They've been in it. That's why. They just, whatever they did, they got rotten food. You know what I can't stand? A woman with a dirty car. You get in her car, she got shit all over her car. That's what I can't stand.
Hey, but Ty, it hit different when it smell like shit. You know what I'm saying? Having shit and smelling like shit is 2 different things.
Yeah, but if you got shit in your back seat, because you don't know what the hell's in her back seat or in the front seat. I've seen some women with some nasty ass cars, and that's just disgusting to me. That tells me a lot about a woman, in my opinion.
Okay. Yeah, but I can't stand, like Donnell said too, I cannot stand a nasty smelling car. I'd be like a dog with the window down and be like give me some air. Give me some air.
You trying to kill me.
Would you tell her?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I tell him. I'll be like, yeah. I'm like, you don't smell that. But why I smell like that in here?
Be like, what's her name? And I'm gonna throw an F-bomb out here. So word. What was that movie? Best Man, when Nia Long was like, what the fuck is that smell? That's how I would be, man.
I don't know if I would say something. I don't know. It depends on how comfortable I am with you.
And how bad she is.
Depending on who it is. Yeah. Depending on how come you. Nah, because again, that tells me something about you, dog. That tells me something. If your car smell like that, if your car look like that, it tells me who you are as a person. Like that tells me I can't go to your house either. I can't go to your apartment because if your house smell like that, what the hell your house smell like?
Don't bring me no food.
Nope. Exactly. Don't bring me no food. Oh, I stopped at the store and brought you something. No, I'm good.
I cooked this for you.
I'm gonna tell you something else. You know what I'm saying? Don't be that woman. Don't be that woman that fought in the kitchen, young. Like that turns me all the way off.
Hey,
especially if that junk don't smell. If it smell like egg, I done lost my whole appetite. Like I'm going to bed hungry, gonna eat.
Yo, if you got a woman, first of all, women try, as far as I know, women try not to fart around you. Me and my wife been together for over 10 years, and she still refuses to fart around me. I'm like, I know you do it. But so if you got a woman that's gonna fart, not necessarily around you, but also in the kitchen, when you in there cooking food, where you eating, yeah, that you just the whole type of nasty to me. I don't know. That's just me personally. You just the whole type of nasty, and I can't do it. Again, tell me about you as a person. Nah.
Wow.
We good. At the end of the day, we good. Nope.
Yeah, they call it nose blind.
Mm-hmm.
No.
When you can't smell it, you can't smell that funk that you're living in.
You're used to it, exactly.
Hey, yeah. Hey, look, I be playing. I pass out. I be like, you done dropped it. You done dropped the. You got the what's the name codes? The key to the, you know what I'm saying, to unleash the daggone nuclear bomb.
Because you imagine when she take her drawers off, what it smell like? Nah, that's what.
Yeah.
Again, that's what that tells me a lot about you as a person. Nope.
Hey, I dare you to be like, hey, you know that causes cancer. Like when other people sniff that shit.
Secondhand smells. You trying to kill me with the secondhand smell?
You trying to kill me?
Oh man.
I'm out. Appreciate it. Thanks for no thanks. Yo, it's that time of the episode, y'all. We get into question of the week. Ladies, gentlemen, everybody in between, y'all got questions. Make sure y'all send in your questions to info@re-tv.net, info@re-tv.net, or put them in the chat. So that way we can go ahead and talk about whatever topics, whatever questions y'all want to talk about during the show. Put them in the chat. We'll either answer them tonight or we answer them throughout the throughout the season or whatnot. But if you got questions you want to send them in, video questions specifically, go ahead and send them in to info@re-tv.net. Info@re-tv.net. Get out your phones, hold up your phones, record yourself taking your daggone question, and then send it in, and we can get you on actually right here on air on Relationship Entertainment Television, better known as RETV. Send in your questions for question of the week. We're going to get into the question of the week as soon as we come back from these right quick commercials.
Hey, it's your girl, Tia Robertson. I'm the host of Entrepreneur Insider. Right here on RETV. Every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern for entrepreneurs and news that you need to know about. See you there.
Tune in to Millionaire M.A.N, only on Relationship Entertainment Television, Tuesdays at 8 p.m.
Right here, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Relationship Entertainment Television, known as RETV Millionaire M.A.N Cave. It is that time of the show where we get into question of the week. Ladies, gentlemen, everybody in between, if y'all got questions, go ahead and send in your questions. We answer your questions right here live on air. As my man Black always says, we don't actually answer you, we answer your questions. So if we say something, you send in the question, we say something you don't like, don't take it personal. You asked the question, we just gave you the response. And again, we're answering your question and not you personally. But send in your question.
I got a question.
What's your question, sir?
Who voice is that at the end of that last commercial, man?
It is Darth Vader. That's
Hey man, this is Relationship Entertainment Television, man. It should be sexy, not
It's Millionaire M.A.N Cave.
not Darth Vader trying to get something started.
It's Darth Vader.
I am your father, Luke.
Exactly. We got Star Wars and Darth Vader peoples on the track. But send in your questions, your comments, your concerns. Donnell just expressed a concern that the voice was too damn deep for him on the show. Send in your questions, comments, concerns for question of the week. Info@re-tv.net. Put them in the chat. Put them.
That's like them voiceovers from the back in the day with the answering machines. Yeah. With the music playing in the background.
Hey, now you gotta get the music playing in the background. You gotta be like, so you smell
be like
right now.
Be like, keep the music going, keep the music going. Be like, can you dig it, baby? Can you dig it? I want to be your lover. I want to be your friend. Okay, baby.
That makes slow jams in the background.
Yeah.
Nah.
That was another 90s thing.
Exactly.
That was another 90s thing.
For sure. Hey, don't forget, y'all, for those who are watching via Facebook, y'all can go ahead and subscribe to the Relationship Entertainment Television YouTube channel, RETV, Relationship Entertainment YouTube channel. And then also don't forget, download the RETV Roku app on your Rokus. We getting into question of the week, y'all. Tonight's question of the week, we doing a little bit something different. For those who actually been with us for quite some time, we are actually well over 100 shows doing Millionaire M.A.N Cave with the fellas that are on the screen, plus my man Black, who's after tonight doing this thing. But we've done well over 100 shows, which is a lot of daggone shows. We had the opportunity last season, to actually go out to Vegas to catch Oakland. Not Oakland. I keep wanting to say Oakland. What the hell is their name? The Vegas Raiders versus the Washington. They wasn't Commanders at the time, but they was the WFTs, the Washington football teams. And while we was out there, we was able to hit the strip and hit up the people that was walking up and down the strip. So we got some questions from the people who was walking up and down the strip for question of the week for this week. I think we're going to see if we can get 2 of them in. Yeah, appreciate it, Pete. Appreciate it, Pete. So let's get into some of these questions of the weeks. Question number 1.
Why do you call us your ex's names?
Why do you call us your ex's names?
Lord have mercy.
Easy.
I have never, ever called a girl I was with by another name. I will say that. I'm happy because I'm absent-minded sometimes, and I will say I've never done that. So thank you, Lord.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, Mike. You need to find some wood to knock on.
But then again, never mind. Don't do that.
Hey, don't get I don't know if your wife watch the show, but don't get yourself in trouble. Why you say it's easy?
Because, man, like they starting to act like the ex. I mean, you know what I mean? Like whatever, triggered the ex made, had whatever made you, have triggers with your ex. Them same tendencies, you know what I'm saying, in the new relationship, they roll over. I'm not saying that I've done it, but I'm sure I've come close. Like, just not even consciously thinking. I just try to avoid using names, period. Especially when I'm mad.
He calls them all boo. So you never know who he talking about.
Nah, I call them all bitch. Like,
all right, Snoop.
That's not Snoop, man.
No. I'm just saying because Snoop quick to call a girl a bitch. Used to, at least.
So no, I mean, so I took it completely different. Like, and I wasn't even thinking about it in the sense of, like you said, Donnell, in the sense of you acting like, or she may be acting like, a previous, ex or something like that, whatever the case was. I was looking at it as a sexual matter, like calling her during sex or something like that. Like, because in that case, either way, she on his mind somehow, some way. She on his mind somehow, some way. Whether it's what Donnell was saying, whether it's sexually in the sense of the fact that, he thinking about her sexually, or the way Donnell mentioned it in the fact of, you starting to act like her in a completely different manner. That's just my personal opinion.
You acting like Karen right now.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and get yourself in trouble. I
don't know your parents.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why I use that name.
We got another question. We was out on the strip. We got another question. Here we go.
Okay. We ask you a question, like just straight up, and you guys are too coward to answer. Why do you change the question? Change the subject.
Or put it back on you.
Yeah, why don't you just straight up answer the question?
Answer the question back. Yes.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. Right.
That's the answer to everything. Easy.
Right.
One more time with the back of people that didn't get it.
Okay. We ask you a question, just straight up, and you guys are too coward to answer. Why do you change the question? Change the subject.
Or put it back on you.
Yeah, why don't you just straight up answer the question?
Answer the question back. Yes.
Yeah.
Because some of those questions be loaded. Loaded questions. I'm not answering a loaded question. I'm changing the subject. I'm flipping it. I'm doing whatever. I'm not answering no dumbass question.
Wait, P said, wait. P said that she gave the answer in her question. Did she? I missed it. Let me play that one more again. I missed it. Did she?
Okay. Like, we ask you a question, like just straight up, and you guys are too like coward to answer. Why do you change the question? Change the subject.
Or put it back on you.
I see what. Okay, I see what you're saying, P. How she asked the question, she answered it in the same at the same breath.
The question. Change the subject.
Or put it back on you.
Yeah, why don't you just straight up answer the question?
Answer the question back. Yes.
Yeah.
So pretty much, it's by saying we too coward to answer.
I think it's intelligence. I don't think that's cowardice. I think it's intelligence.
I think it's three different. It could be three different things. One, you're deflected.
Okay.
Two, we trying to buy ourselves some time. Trying to buy ourselves some time to come up with something different. Or three, it's, what I say, deflecting, trying to buy yourself some time, or trying to understand how to, best answer the question.
There you go. So it's still buying yourself time, because a lot of times those questions, they come in rapid motion too. Those questions come back to back, and they start going down a rabbit hole with those questions. Yeah,
they can.
So I would deflect and move on.
I'm the type of person where if we're gonna argue about one thing, or we're gonna talk about one thing, we need to stay on that topic. We can't flip to a whole nother let's bring it back to originally where it started. Because I refuse to go down that rabbit hole with you for whatever damn reason you want to choose to go down that rabbit hole. I'm not going down that rabbit hole. Nope, not about that. Nope.
Mm-hmm. And women do it too. It ain't just men.
And that's okay. Thank you.
It's not just men.
Thank you, Mike. Because that's what I was gonna say. Women do it all the time, but they act like they don't. If you ask a woman a question, don't get me wrong. In my opinion, women are a hell of a lot more slicker than we are as dudes. I don't know.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
so they be like,
yes,
because I wanted to.
And dare you to say something back.
Can you answer it that way? Can you say because I wanted to and get away with it?
Mm-mm.
I don't know about getting away with it.
Right.
I mean, you can answer however you want. Whether that satisfies the criteria, different story.
Yeah, so I'm gonna tell you this. This is what gets me when I ask a question and a woman picks one part of that question, not the actual substance of the question, but they go down this hole off of one part of the question that she didn't agree to, and then the whole conversation just goes left. That's what I don't like.
Yeah, because again, that's going down that damn rabbit hole you was talking about for no reason. And to answer her question, in my personal opinion, I really feel like she says, "Why don't men answer the question? We flip it back around and we turn it X, Y, and Z, this, that, and the third." She said, "We too coward," or whatever the case may be. I don't think it's the case. I think us as men, we're solvers. We like to solve issues. I don't know a man that likes to argue. Mm-mm. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I don't know not one dude that likes to argue. I know several women who like to argue just for the sake of arguing.
I look at that differently, Ty.
Okay.
I know dudes that will argue. I don't know a lot of dudes that start arguments.
Okay. I don't know too many dudes that like to argue. Most dudes I know,
they like to keep the peace.
Or they ready
to keep the peace.
I mean, just, I'm saying, when I say that, I'm saying, just, playing basketball alone, you know what I mean? Like, that could be a whole, argument, I'm saying, right there. But what I'm saying is that, like, I don't know a guy that will go to a significant other and just start an argument just for the sake of attention. You know what I'm saying?
Right. We don't.
Or like, even if something is like bothering them, most of us probably just sit with it, you know what I mean, and not say anything and bottle it, right? But, but like if a woman comes and start something, it's a lot of guys that'll say something back. I mean, let's keep it 100.
Yeah, they are.
So
what I was getting to right quick, Mike, what I was getting to, what the point is what P just said. Us as men, we're solvers. You come to us and say X, Y, and Z is the issue. Okay, bet. X, Y, and Z is the issue. I got you. No problem. That's how you feel. I understand 110%. But let me understand, why is that the issue, though? So now let me ask you another question, because I need to understand why you feel the way you feel. And then that I ask you the question of why you feel the way you feel, now I can go back and, like you said, internalize and figure out a response to the question myself, or figure out a way I can actually fix whatever the issue is that you got in the first place. So that's my personal reason why I feel like us as men, we answer with a question, or we answer, or we flip it, or whatever the hell she just said. Like Pete said, I think we're more solvers than we are, those who say, you know what, I'm arguing with you just for the sake of arguing, because I ain't got anything else better to do with my day.
I got a lot of better stuff to do with my day.
Right. So what was you about to say, Mike?
Well, I was just thinking of old girl and her question. And I'm thinking about being in the dating world, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day. And she probably asking questions or thinking of that question since of, are you messing with somebody else, or you got a chick on the side, or things like that. Of course they're not going to say it. Of course they're going to, piddle around it, or they're not just going to come out and say, yeah, I got like 3 other girls, girl. What you
the name?
You want the answer? You really want the answer?
Me. Exactly. You bitch chose. I agree though. Mike. Ain't nobody gonna just come out if that's the and I guess to the point Black always says, I guess we needed a more detailed question as to what specifically she meant by why don't answer questions, or a more specific example as to why she feels like we don't answer questions, or we flip it back around, or whatever. What the hell did she say? I'm sorry, y'all, I'm confused. What did she say?
If we ask you a question, like just straight up, and you guys are too coward to answer, why do you change the question?
All right, pause right there for a quick second. I want to know, why does she think we too coward to answer?
So that's what made me say that she was talking about stuff like that. Like, are you messing with other girls, or who's that girl in your phone, or who are you talking to?
If that's the case, Mike, if that's the case, and you think we too coward to answer, if you already got in your mind that we a coward, then you already know the damn answer to the question in the first place.
Most of the time,
the reason you calling us a coward. Am I right or am I wrong? That's the reason you calling us a coward, because you already know the damn answer to the question in the first place. So my question to you would be, why the hell are you asking me questions you already know the damn answer to?
Or she thinks she know the answer, and if you give an answer that's different, she think you trying to sidestep.
That too. Because again, that's why I asked Donnell the question earlier. Could you get away with giving that response? Because I feel like if we gave the response that sometimes the women give us, it wouldn't go the same way. In my personal opinion, it wouldn't go the same way. We can't answer the exact same way that they would answer us, because that in itself would be a whole damn argument.
Yes, and we answer questions to eliminate arguments. We answer questions to quickly end the negativity. We don't answer questions to dig into the negativity.
Well, I told you, women be ready to fight. Women be ready to argue. And like Mike said, we be trying to get the shit over with. Back to the rest of her question.
Change the subject.
Or put it back on you.
Yeah, why don't you just straight up answer the question?
So she says, her little sidekick over there is talking about we put it back on them.
More women do that than men.
I would say, I don't think we ever say, like Mike said earlier, you go down that same daggone rabbit hole over and over and over and over again, because it doesn't make sense. Like, I don't do that. I'm like, if I'm in an argument, I don't care who I'm in an argument with. I don't care if I'm in an argument with a chick or with a dude. If we're going to argue about something, if you say the sky is blue and I say it's purple, then we're going to argue about the sky is blue and purple. Not the fact that it's the plane that went across the sky and then did something, and then the day is this time of day about whatever. We're going to talk about the sky is purple. We ain't going to talk about why there's a car riding down the street. That's like Mike said, a lot of times you get into an argument with a woman, you wind up arguing about something completely separate or completely different than what you started talking about in the first place.
and a lot of times, to be real with you, Ty, I've had arguments, before I got married, I had a lot of female friends. I had a lot of dates, and girlfriends. But in that time, when you would ask a question, they would flip it right back and be like, well, what about when you did this? What about when you did that? And then that's when it goes down the hole.
Mm-hmm. Because you never wind up addressing the situation at hand. You wind up going into something else.
Right.
Mm.
Or put it back on you.
Yeah, why don't you just straight up answer the question?
Ask the question back.
Yeah.
Her friend in the background is the one stripping me out. Ask a question back. Ask a question back. I don't know. I know what say you, sir, as we wrap up this topic.
Kill them all, say now. I mean,
it's 1990.
No, I was just gonna say, I gave my 2 cents. I won't deviate from that. Again, if I do it, I'm like, oh snap, I might be caught in something. I better tread lightly, you know what I'm saying, and think about my response. But I always try to play I play my hand. My card is, my ace is, I'm going to ask the question to better understand what answer you're looking for.
That'd be an issue because again, you're not answering the question. Yeah. What say you wrap it up points, Mike?
I'd be like Jody. I'd be like Jody. Just just start taking her clothes off and
I don't know if we're supposed to say this on air.
They'd be like, what question?
We had a show about this though. I think we had a show about this. Didn't you tell me you've done that before? Like you
stripped.
You and your girl been
in the middle of an argument.
I saw that on TV. I didn't say I did it.
Oh,
I saw it on TV. Well, actually, no. I think a therapist had said that. She was just like, in the middle of an argument, just start taking your clothes off and see if y'all just stop arguing.
Like I want to know. Somebody got to try that. Somebody got to try that and let me know. I know it ain't gonna work in my situation. My wife gonna look at me like I'm stupid.
It won't work in me with my dad body.
Hey man, it has to be animated. You know what I'm saying? I think, matter of fact, I was watching an episode of Blackish, and Anthony Anderson went in with Rainbow. He took his shirt off with Genuine Pony playing in the background. He just started dancing.
But in the middle of an argument, though.
Well, I don't think it was in the middle of an argument. That particular episode or scene, it was more like they had been fighting, and he just went in a room to kind of like break the ice.
I guess you got to know your spouse because I don't think that would fly in my house.
So I won't lie to you. I tried it one time. She found it comical, but she went right back to mad.
So did she go back to it after like y'all got it in, or she went like she was like, "Haha, you funny," and went back into it then?
That's what it was.
Yeah, that's how it would probably be in my house if I tried it too.
But it was worth the try.
I want to try to remember to do that next time me and my wife get into an argument. I want to try to remember that to be like, what? Yeah. I want to see her reaction, her response.
Say what you say, girl. Say what you say.
Exactly. I was about to say something so inappropriate. So it's gonna give me so much.
We in barbershops now.
Exactly. This is Millionaire Man Cave, the sneak peek behind the closed doors of a man cave. But I'm not about to get in trouble on this daggone television station. That's for sure.
There you go.
It's just TV.
And Martin won it.
Exactly. I hope that answers their questions. Ladies, gentlemen, everybody in between, don't forget, if y'all got questions, send in your questions, info@RE-TV for question of the week. Questions, comments, concerns, y'all go ahead and send them in, and we'll go ahead and get them right here live on air so you can actually see your face on the TV screen. Again, we have an opportunity to walk the strip in Vegas, and there was a couple questions we didn't got. we'll be able to get into a couple more questions that we got on the strip as well. Actually, we had a whole conversation one time with we had a whole speak on the daggone strip with somebody, or a couple people actually.
So I had a question about the YouTube thing. Now you can't find RETV if you look up RETV on YouTube. Gang,
got to put in Relationship Entertainment Television.
Relationship Entertainment Television. YouTube.
Yeah. So on YouTube, like Mike was just asking, subscribe to the Relationship Entertainment Television. Or just put in Relationship Entertainment. It'll come up. Relationship Entertainment Television. You'll see the logo, and then hit the subscribe button, the alert button, so that way you get notified. But yes, put in Relationship Entertainment Television, and that way you all actually get notified each and every time a brand new episode of Millionaire Man Cave or any other episodes come on for that matter. Right here on Relationship Entertainment Television. It is almost that time of the show, y'all. We actually get into man code. We got a man code for the night, fellas. Black usually does man codes, and since he ain't on the night episode tonight, I'm trying to think, do we got a man code? Anybody got a man code?
Let me think. I don't know. Hey, look. Could I think of something? Matter of fact, I know I said something in our chats before.
Yeah.
Man code.
He got a couple of them. Let's see. I know. Did we already hit? Nah, I ain't gonna talk about that one. We'll get a man code for y'all next week. That'd be for sure. We'll have a man code for y'all next week. Hopefully, my man Black will be back in the building with us next week. But we'll definitely have a man code for y'all for next week. Send in your man codes. Matter of fact, y'all can send them in if y'all got one. Fellas, what man code did y'all have for the fellas to share that we should all know about? What man code should we not be violating as men? Let us know.
Yeah, hey, Facebook users. I got y'all on the screen. I mean, on the show right now. Go ahead and put something in that's a man code, and that a man should definitely not do to be a man.
Exactly. And we make sure we actually gonna get them on the air. In the meantime, in between time, y'all, it's that time of the night. We will catch y'all later. This is a full episode of Millionaire Man Cave right here, each and every Tuesday, 8 p.m. on Relationship Entertainment Television. We'll catch y'all next week, same time, same place. We out.